the act of asking for information. Oh. Okay. This comes from Patton. Patton. In 1990, provides the following summary of the main features of research design that the reviewer can look for and evaluate. Know that these questions are not prescriptive of all research. But if you take these questions in, you can draw data from the article that you could use in logically putting information together. There's a system. Okay. One of those questions would be, what analytical approach is used? We talked about deductive and inductive. Can you look into someone's research and determine what analytical approach was used? This is the way people talk. What is an analytical approach? You should say, oh, it was deductive. Like, what? You need to go a step further. You need to go into it and show why this approach was used. Okay? All right. How is validity addressed in the study? The research that I had you to read, they use multiple data sources. They got information from the Office of Information, no, OIR, the Office of Institutional Research, and from students, staff members, so it's from multiple sources. So validity was addressed through multiple data sources. I dare you to go back and read it in light of what I'm just going to share with you. You can see it in there. And why did they know to put it in there? Because they know how Westerners think. We're talking about culture. What is academic culture? Can you identify academic culture? Can you participate in academic culture? It requires an awareness, knowledge. How is the study justified? Literature review and analysis. There are others. Problem definition, practical outcomes, intellectual endeavor, and so on. But you saw a literature review and you saw an analysis. And people are looking at these things to determine why the study was done. When did the study occur? Okay. You look at these, currency of findings, long-term investigation, short and snappy, phase, and plotting. Okay. How are logistics handled? Access to data, respondents. This was a case study, so they didn't have to go far. Field work. They did interviews. Okay, when you think about field work, interviews. All right? Record keeping, data management, and so on. And what are the ethical issues? How are the ethical issues handled? In this case, confidentiality, and they made them sign a consent form. All right? So there are ethical concerns of research that you need to consider. Is this required for the research paper? No, but you need to have an awareness. If you're thinking about doing something serious. All right? So informed consents, confidentiality of information, and sometimes confidentiality is changing your name. So I wouldn't use Parker, Kevin Parker. I'd use John Doe 1. Okay? To preserve your integrity. So I want you to be open and honest with me. If Dr. Travis is a jerk, and I'm not saying that he is, but I want you to give me an honest assessment of our campus without me being able to identify you or anyone else. Because the only thing I want from you is the information. If you think our services are lousy on campus. I want to protect you in telling me the truth. Instructors are horrible. They don't show up on time. We want to improve, right? I want you to go out in the truth. I stink. I need to take a bath. I need to go out in the truth. I want to protect you. Okay? Y'all don't have a sense of humor today, but that's okay. This is hardcore stuff, and you probably go and say, man, that was another one of those classes, but whoa. All right. What is the purpose of the study? All right. Was it basic? Was it applied? Anybody have any thoughts about the research art? Well, I'll tell you what. Just come back and let me know what you think that article was about. Okay? Was it basic? Was it applied? Was it summative? Was it formative? Evaluation? Or a little bit of both? Based on the characteristics. Sound like a homework assignment. Sound like a discussion board question. What is the scope of the study? Who was included in the study? In the study that I asked you to read, who was included? Who were they talking about? Okay. Who was included in the research study? All right, young people, you need to go back and read it, and I'm gonna have these questions for you.
Talk about the one about the village raising.
It takes a village to raise a child.
The focus was towards black males.
Black males, absolutely. All right, who was excluded?
Every other race plus the gender.
All right, so you could say that. The study did not include any discussion about black women, although black women outnumber black men on black college campus. That's important. Why were they excluded? Okay. What's the graduation rate of males in the entire system of higher education? Last time I checked, it was 29%. Startling statistic. What is the focus of the study? People, policy, program, and in this case, we know what was the focus of the study. Black males in historical black colleges, or be more specifically, because it was a case study, I say Morgan. Because I know Robert Palmer, I know where he is. And it says down at the bottom, Morgan State University Academic Advisor. What are the units of analysis? Was it an individual? Was it a group? It was a group of pre-college students. How many of you are part of a pre-college program? More specifically, Summer Bridge or some other unit. Okay, another unit here. Wouldn't have been, because we only run it through, unless you didn't register in the fall. All right. What is the sampling strategy? Okay, is it random? Right? Did you put them all in a big, huge database and allow the computer system to just pull out people randomly? You know? All right. And what type of data were collected? What type of data was collected? Based on some of the cues in the class. It was qualitative. They used the qualitative responses of the black males. Because they told you how they got through while they were graduating. It was my academic advisor helped me. My mother helped me. Dr. Travis helped me. Ms. Glassman looked out for me. Okay. Can we replicate that? Of course we can. We'll make sure that any student that is in need of help, we will have a pipeline to help him or her. Why are you out there struggling by yourself? What are the advantages of membership? I'm glad you asked. Can you identify them? Are you a member of Bowie State Community? Absolutely. So that's a form of social capital. In conclusion, how were the data managed? Organization, classification, presentation, reference, index, and so on. Okay? That was managed.